It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. Welcome in, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from Atlanta. Fielded just outside the goal line. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
After losing a starting job in Tennessee and playing as a backup in Las Vegas, many wondered if Marcus Mariota would get another shot to lead a team. Atlanta gave it to him this season as a bridge from Matt Ryan to the next era. Always a good runner. Don't discount Mariota as a playmaker who can win games for the Falcons. He did take Tennessee to the playoffs in his second season and gained valuable experience in Las Vegas.
And Mariota going to put it up right away. And complete to Drake London. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They go play action. Mariota. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. They're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Mariota. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mariota again. Into the hands of London. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
And I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I'd keep pressing it downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. The tackle there by John Johnson.
A quick break first there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action now. Mariota. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
They gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
The sack backs him up, so now Mariota in Atlanta dealing with a 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. Bringing this crew out, it's someone known for his big arm since he entered the league back in 2016, Jacoby Brissett.
Spent the early years of his career bouncing between starter and backup as needed. Played well, but never had a team fully commit to him as their guy. He does retain the toolbox that made him projectable as a starter. Big, strong player with a powerful arm, deceptively mobile, and tough to tackle. The best part about his game, leadership and being a great teammate.
Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in his state of Georgia. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. This is the tight end, Njoku. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
David Njoku got a huge vote of confidence from the Cleveland Browns when they named him their franchise player this past offseason. That has a lot of people expecting a long-awaited, big-time breakout from the 6-year tight end, and he comes through with a 1st down catch on that previous play.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brissett now. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down and 11-yard pickup.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, just like last play. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing lead. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing, Brissett. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On 1st down, they'll run the Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming out. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. About 3 yards there, the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Brissett. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Cade York on now for the field goal. This from 36 yards out. York able to send this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at him, get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand, and a really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything puts some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see a field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Off the play fake, Mariota. Hitting London, come across the field. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now Mariota. This pass is caught by London. They'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. Down inside the 40.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It's kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mariota. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins establishing as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Mariota to throw it. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Mariota's throw taken in by London. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd and 2. Back to the ground now. Patterson. And he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On first down, going back to Patterson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Here's Mariota. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Even for a guy who many believe has become the standard in the league, Myles Garrett's 2021 was special. 16 sacks at a team record, and we're 3rd in the NFL, and he made first-team All-Pro to the surprise of no one.
On 4th down, Mariota is off, and on comes Atlanta's Younghoe Koo. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Koo knocks this one to the post. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them. Both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So all field goals so far, 6-3-yard score as the kick is away. Taken at about the 1. And beyond a 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Eight yards the gain on the last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Brissett.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down. And that's exactly what he did.
Play fake, Brissett. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have any options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On play action, Brissett. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across. Now he's hit on a return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Brissett. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it. the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I heard that strategy there, and in 3rd down, they just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Play fake. Mariota.
Got a man. It's London.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
A partner that locked in man coverage out left and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field. And that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. They go play action. Mariota. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Mariota.
It's Edwards again.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16, and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. It moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Patterson, touchdown, Falcons. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one, and the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, now it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They begin this drive with Chubb.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had no coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw, Brissett. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A first down throw for Brissett. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Brissett. Bryant has it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Brissett. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down. Brissett sets to throw it. Looking for Cooper. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there and then preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not getting up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
They take over here with good field position thanks to that nice return after the interception as they're already in a red zone, 1st and 10.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Six yards left on second down. Throwing is Mariota. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with Walls for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucked and runs over the second half of this contest.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Patterson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Mariota. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Mariota to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Holding. Defense.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery.
Brissett to throw on first. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then it got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Brissett.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to the running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Brissett.
And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On fourth down on his Corey Bojorquez to punt.
Avery Williams deep for Atlanta.
And this will be taken at the 13. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return.
And it will be Falcon football. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
A first down throw for Mariota. Zacchaeus here hauling it in. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mariota. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver.
But it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota
got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Browns. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see a football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports.
From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Brissett now. He'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. At the 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play fake. Brissett. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's the 7th play in this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Brissett. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubted there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
First down, Brissett. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
This has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Brissett to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They get 11 back on that one. That leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
This a 33-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota
At their own 18. Now Mariota. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Will they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
running the counter, Patterson.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action. Mariota. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. Throw left side, complete to Bird.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't winning the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up to catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. To throw is Mariota. Complete to Zacchaeus.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
You always worry about those small receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field, but he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. To the air again, Mariota.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mariota.
And caught by London. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Mariota now. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Again, it's Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Edwards. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held onto the football and ended up getting sacked.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota got a man. It's Patterson complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On 3rd down, Mariota throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 2nd and goal, Mariota. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Marcus Mariota. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
continued with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Brissett on first down.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards right off the bat, a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Brissett sets to throw it.
He's gotten Njoku, who's been tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Let's go, fellas. Let's go. Let's do this, man.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Brissett.
Right back to Njoku.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett, he's got the connection to Cooper. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brissett.
Slant route complete to Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
From the 27, Brissett.
Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 16. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They go up the middle with Chubb. able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brissett. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Brissett.
Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Brissett now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So out come the Falcons now.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Mariota. And now look at this. Big gain and a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Here's Brissett.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball through, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Brissett. Bryant has it.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Throwing, Brissett. And this is going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free. And that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
Chubb is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
York on now for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 23. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 25 on second down, Mariota. And this is incomplete. Drake London, his intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Mariota from the gun on third down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Brissett drops it off for Chubb. The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. Couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Brissett. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
First down, Brissett. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Here's a rookie whose job isn't done just dropping quarterback to the turf. Arnold Ebiketie locks in on the ball from the get-go and does everything possible to strip it away from the quarterback in the pocket.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Brissett. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well. A lot for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
About 15 cents.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signal for and taken at about the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. First and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota at their own 15. Throwing, Mariota. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Mariota on 1st down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with a short gain to take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. Here's Mariota. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw Mariota. This one left side caught by Patterson. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Browns set to take over. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And they'll get this up to the 10, but that's all. A nice job there to bring him down defensively.
It's just 3 yards on a completion there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, man.
On a delay, here's Hunt. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball that gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And here now come the Falcons.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. So they come out throwing in the extra session to get a nice hookup right away.
Tells you a lot about what a coach feels about his team, doesn't it? That type of a play in overtime. So many people in this situation play not to lose instead of playing to win. That throw there tells you exactly what they're trying to get done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. First and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see how they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's where you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They go play action. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. A beautiful fit. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Mariota on the keeper.
And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security and in overtime so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, that it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it first and 10 at the 39-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. So a yard to go on third down.
You know, we put really good run defense when we're playing at 3-4. Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give them the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Despite missing 3 games, Nick Chubb still finished second in the league with over 1,200 rushing yards. It was his third 1,000-yard season, and he's never had fewer than 8 touchdowns in a year. Across the NFL, few backs are as easy to count on as Nick Chubb.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 80 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back their own.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And some room to maneuver.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold onto the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
And the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Brissett set to throw it. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hunt will try going up the middle.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Falcons grab it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings it back to the house. It's a touchdown, and in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. How about that for a momentum swing? You had a goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but to pick it up and return it all the way to a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive, looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers on the scoreboard.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.